Uganda's national carrier, the country's airlines, is officially back in business after nearly 2 decades of non-existence, as the airline made its first flight into neighboring Kenya early on Tuesday from Entebbe. With a constantly evolving lifestyle in Nigeria, there is an increasing number of male hairdressers cracking the local beauty industry, a market traditionally dominated by women in the past. The Brazilian government on Wednesday imposed a ban on the practice of using fire to clear land for crops and cattle during dry seasons in the middle of its intense fight against the ongoing devastating wildfires in Amazon rainforest. That's all for our top stories today. Stay tuned for more details in this newscast. Once again taken to the skies, the inaugural flight to Nairobi had gathered government officials and journalists on board. While launching the flight at Entebbe International Airport, 40 kilometers south the capital Kampala, Prime Minister Ruhakana Ruganda, who represented President Yoweri Museveni, described the moment as joyous and historic given that the carrier had earlier collapsed in 2001. The airline will first fly to 7 destinations in the region, and these include Nairobi, Mogadishu, Juba and Dar es Salaam, and then to Mombasa, Kilimanjaro and Bujumbura.
We shall straight away go for intercontinental flights to a few high-volume destinations of travelers to and from Uganda. There has never been a better time to commence commercial operations than now, when passenger traffic is growing, given the increasing demand for Uganda tourism.
President Museveni calls the airline a symbol of national pride. The airline says this Entebbe-Nairobi route will be the most busy one, as fares on the route have been among the most expensive in the region, with a ticket going for as high as $600. Uganda Airlines plans to have promotional flights with some fares dropping to around $200. The government says travel throughout the region will become simpler.
With Uganda Airlines, our friends all over the world can now enjoy uninterrupted service across the region. Flying in the region is going to be much easier, better, and I believe more comfortable.
Uganda Airlines was grounded nearly 2 decades ago over financial mismanagement. The government hopes the airline will be more financially secure once revenues begin to flow into the country. But competition is also expected from regional airlines like Kenyan Airways and Rwandair, which fly the same routes.
Take the bull by the horns and make sure that this airline is successful. Government will give you all the support that you need because it is a national airline.
The country has ordered 2 more Bombardier aircraft to arrive later this year. 2 Airbus jetliners have also been purchased. The government hopes the revival of the airline will facilitate trade and promote tourism in the region. With a constantly evolving lifestyle in Nigeria, there is an increasing number of male hairdressers cracking the local beauty industry, a market traditionally dominated by women in the past. Ehes Johnson, founder of Ehes Hair and Nail Studio in Abuja, is one of them who are literally making waves, winning the hearts of many customers. His hands working magics on all kinds of hair extension and waving to suit his customers' taste. Like every child with lofty dreams, he nursed the ambition of becoming a banker. But as the popular saying goes, an apple doesn't fall far from the tree. When he was growing up, his mom and siblings specialized in braiding hair for women, and it's not surprising to see him venture into the business as well.
It's been an amazing journey, and coupled with the fact at the level which I am right now, I won't pick any other job to hair business or making hair.
it's no longer about hairdressing for Ehes. He has expanded his business to an all-encompassing beauty shop. Despite working in a female-dominated field, his career choice is one that Ehes says he doesn't regret.
It gives me the things that I want in life, like places I never dreamt of or I never thought I would have been to. The hair industry has taken me to that part, and the people I meet daily, they also, I won't trade that for nothing.
Come on, you can see, my expression will tell you.
One of Ehes' clients explains why women now seem to be more drawn to male hairstylists than their female counterparts.
Because men will take their time, they want to get the work completed, not in a rush, but they want to make sure to get the work done early. And Ehis is someone that takes his time, even if it means him doing one hair in as many hours as it can be. He makes sure he takes his time and gives you the best.
The peculiar nature of the job comes with unique challenges of its own. For Ehes, his challenges are laced with blessings, and as such, he is thankful for them.
I'm always called on from other places like South Africa, Ghana, Togo, all parts. Even most people send me messages from Canada and US, like they want me to come over and all that. So the demand, that is the only challenges I face right now.
Ehes is already passing on his knowledge to young and upcoming hairstylists. He has so far trained about 500 and plans to do even more.
I want to get to a level where I would have a school where people come in like 9 to 5 to have a proper training, not just on how to make hair, but also we'll have somebody that can teach them the business aspects.
Saudi Arabia Monday unveiled its design scheme for Qiddiya, a mega entertainment and sports city being constructed on the doorstep of its capital city. Located 40 kilometers away from Riyadh, Qiddiya will cover more than 32 hectares, 2.5 times more than the world's largest Disneyland, and is scheduled to open to tourists by 2023. Qiddiya is one of the kingdom's giga projects set to unlock tremendous opportunity, enhancing economic diversification while enhancing the quality of life for Saudi citizens under the Vision 2030 reform plan. The Public Investment Fund, the investor of the theme park, said they are confident about the future of the mega entertainment city with the vigorous consumer demand of Saudi citizens.
We have a giant market as Saudi people are enthusiastic about such entertainment complex. At the same time, we will be supporting facilities like hotels. Our goal is to bring Saudi consumption on entertainment even abroad back to our country.
Dubbed the future entertainment capital of the kingdom, the 334 square kilometers site will include theme parks, entertainment centers, sports amenities, water-based recreation, adventure activities, and an array of historical, cultural, and educational events. The ambitious project is part of a list of mega projects that the PIF has committed to, as Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman tries to bolster non-oil revenue and attract foreign investors.
من خلال ما تم الاطلاع عليه من تفاصيل المشروع.
So far, related laws and regulations as well as supporting policies are gradually introduced. In future, Saudi Arabia will continuously demonstrate its competitiveness in tourism and entertainment industry. We are very positive about the project, which will attract not only Saudis but also potential tourists in the entire region.
ما نقول في المملكة فقط ولكن في المنطقة بشكل عام.
وصولا إلى هواة التشويق. خلونا نتابع هذا المقطع.
An enchanted forest with glowing foliage and illuminated birds, animals, and family-friendly.
Just ahead. ومن ساحة الدخول للمنتزه راح يتوجه زوارنا إلى
As of August 27th, a total of 6,145 fires have been registered in Brazil's northwestern state of Amazonas during the month. This is a new record for the amount of fires registered within a month since the country's National Institute for Research Space. This is a new record for the amount of fires registered within a month since the country's National Institute for Space Research started keeping records in 1998. Amazonas' neighboring state of Rondônia is also heavily hit by the fire. Continuous high temperatures and dry weather have added to the challenge to handle the flames. Brazil has come under pressure from the international community to better preserve the Amazon rainforest after a series of fires have razed vast swaths of forest this year. Brazil owns about 60% of the Amazon rainforest, which covers an area of some 5,500,000 square kilometers in South America. A total of 71,497 forest fires were recorded in Brazil in the first 8 months of 2019, up from 39,194 a year ago, according to data from the National Institute for Space Research. Such fires occur yearly as farmers clear land to grow crops and graze cattle. But this year's first season is the most intense in a decade and draws global concern. The Brazilian government has mobilized over 40,000 military personnel and armed police and granted 38.5 million Brazilian reals, about $9.2 million, to fight the forest fire. It announced to accept an aid of 50 million reals, about $12 million, from Britain on Wednesday. Uganda's national carrier, the country's airlines, is officially back in business after nearly 2 decades of non-existence, as the airline made its first flight into neighboring Kenya early on Tuesday from Entebbe. With a constantly evolving lifestyle in Nigeria, there is an increasing number of male hairdressers cracking the local beauty industry, a market traditionally dominated by women in the past. The Brazilian government on Wednesday imposed a ban on the practice of using fire to clear land for crops and cattle during dry seasons in the middle of its intense fight against the ongoing devastating wildfires in Amazon rainforest. That's the end of our newscast of the day, but keep watching Gabon 24 for further news.